This is the original photo. As you can see, it looks fine, but it needs a little bit of magic. So I contacted 3 Photoshop experts from Fiverr and told them to just do the best they could and make it pop, bring some magic, just make it look the best it can be. And then there's an edit that I did myself. One of these was a $5 edit, one was a $45 edit, and a $60 edit. And then one that I did myself. So can you tell which one's which? If you're new to my channel, my name is Charles Wollertz. This is Wollertz Photography, where we do a little bit of everything related to photography. This is a photo I took a couple of months ago at the Oregon coast with the theme of circles and the sand. I had 4 cameras in different places trying to photograph this walkable labyrinth at night. I had 2 volunteers walking the labyrinth with flashlights like this so you could see the labyrinth, and then a lantern just so you could get the light painting effect. Out of the 4 cameras and multiple attempts, this was the only one that I was able to get just before the tide came in and erased the labyrinth. This one was from the base right at the bottom of the hill, and it looks good, but I think it needs a little bit of something to make it pop, a little bit of magic. So let's meet the experts. This is Rapid Action Gigs. His price starts at $10, and this is what he does. So let me zoom in here so you can see his photoshopping abilities. That's his ad. In 2 hours, I will do photo editing and Photoshop manipulation within 2 hours. The next guy, Vishal Gigs. I will do professional Photoshop image editing, also starting at $10. And I will restore and colorize old and black and white images. And then the next one, this is George, well, whatever. This is George, and he starts at $15. Now, I know I said different prices. When you contract any professional on Fiverr, the base price is one, the larger, and then the more detail you want, it's a little bit more. That's why one of them was 10, one was 45, and one was 65. Now, this is not sponsored. I paid for everything out of pocket. I wanted to be able to use this photo as a print or something different. Now, if you're a purist and you like photography on camera, this is probably not for you. This is a lot of photo manipulation. This is more to do with the art of photography, blending images and adding things that may not have been there to begin with. But it does go with the feeling of the photo, the feeling of the area, and the meaning behind that picture. So that's why I'm doing this. I feel the photo is good, but it needs a little bit more oomph. Now, just a heads up, I am not a Photoshop expert. I've been dealing with Photoshop for a very long time, but Photoshop is so complicated. There's so many options, so many things that you can do. I'm barely scratching the surface. So, just keep that in mind. I'm not the best out there when it comes to Photoshopping. Let's start with this one. Can you guess the price and who did this edit? This was George. This was a $45 edit. To me, it looks great. I never would have thought of adding a person here. I like the light coming through from the sky, and then those blingy things he put on there. To me, it looks really, really cool. The next one, this was a $10 edit. This was not me. This is Rapid Action Gigs. Interesting. Not something I would have done. He didn't clean up the sand or the shoes here. He did get back to me quickly, but it's not exactly the magic I was looking for. The lanterns look cool, but that gave me an idea to put tea lights on the beach next time. Okay, the last 2. Can you guess which one's mine and which one's the $65 edit? No? Okay. This was the $65 edit. This guy did awesome. He also cleaned up here the path. He cleaned up some of the beach stuff here in the sand. And it looks really cool. I like the flames coming through. It's a little bit darker than I like. The blue kind of changed a little bit, but that's fine. This was my edit. I think it's a little bit bright now that I compare it to the other ones. But that led me to something else. Seeing everybody's work gave me the idea to go into Photoshop and blend them all together. So this is the image where I combined everything. Now, you notice the beams I had coming from the sky, they look better coming from the rock, from the portal. It looks like the ghostly figure is going towards the ocean, like the magic is calling, the lights, the flames. It looks really good, but there's something missing. I don't like the sky. I don't like right here by the mountain. It looks too blue or too much. If I desaturate it or change the blue to more like a purple, I don't know. It needs something. So if you guys are good at Photoshop, let me know. I'll send you the image and see what we can get done. I'm curious. At this point, I don't know what to do with the photo, so let me bring it into Photoshop real quick. I'm happy with the image. I like the light coming through the portal. I like the colors. It looks a little bit better once I took out the blue. But there's something in Photoshop now. I used to have to go through like 10 different programs to do this, but here in Photoshop I can do oil paint, and now it gives it this texture, almost like it's painting. Let me zoom in and move it through the screen so you can see the whole image. To me, it looks kind of cool with the painting effect, with the oil painting. What do you guys think? Is it missing something? Is it good enough? Like, I don't know. I'm curious. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the photo. To me, this is not a stock photo. This is not something I'm gonna be selling. This is something for me. I like the magic, the feeling, going down there, taking the photo, and now having something like this, it's a great memory. It's something that I might print for me, or I might do. I have no idea what I'm gonna do with the photo, but I really like it. I just think it's missing something. So if you guys know anyone in Photoshop, if you yourself are a good Photoshop expert, I'd be curious to see what anyone else can do. This is something that we do as photographers. We play, we learn, we hire different people to give us new ideas, and just thinking outside of the box, blending heads can give us a really cool design. This is a blend of 3 edits, mine and the other 2 from Fiverr. I just wanted to share with you the process, how we go from the raw image to something like this. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any suggestions, what should I add, what should I remove, and then we'll go from there. But thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.